Chopper 1 to dispatch. Vehicle accident, intersection 6th and Palm. Traffic blocked northbound.
10-4, Chopper 1. We have it. Units 6-2 and 5-8 rolling. Remain on scene to assist.
Unit 6-2 and 5-8, this is Chopper 1. On that TA call, suggest you take alternate route up Bourne Drive.
Unit 62 to Chopper 1. Thanks, Burdick. You got some perch up there. I owe you a beer.
This is K5XEF to police helicopter. K5XEF to police helicopter. Do you read? Over.
Sounds like a kid. What's he doing on our frequency?
There's been an explosion at the Bailey Hill oil field. People are hurt.
Police helicopter to K5XEF. Do you read? What is your location?
They need ambulances and doctors. Emergency! Emergency!
Chopper 1 to dispatch. We have a call from a ham radio operator. Emergency at Bailey Hill oil field. Do you have anything?
Negative, Chopper 1. We have no report.
What do you think?
I don't know. Fire in an oil field could be really bad news. Let's check it out.
Chopper 1 to dispatch. We'll check it out. Smoke, do you? Chopper 1 to dispatch. Nothing at oil fields. False alarm.
10-4, Chopper 1.
Think we could have picked up another city on a freak beam? Is that possible?
Well, we picked up some kind of a freak.
Okay, cool it, guys. The flyboys are here. See anything interesting from your perch today?
Yeah, you without your cap on. We thought you were a flashing light.
Burdick, Foley, Captain McKeegan wants to see you now.
Maybe he wants a ride home. Captain?
Oil field explosion?
Captain.
And you almost took the whole department with you.
But, sir, we were...
K5XEF? Well, there is no K5XEF.
Well, we heard it.
What you heard was a very young voice. He used to call fire trucks and squad cars. Now he's after our chopper.
A false alarm freak, I told you.
So, We'll report it to the FCC, and they'll go see him again. That kid never seems to learn. But meanwhile, if you should get any calls about falling buildings, escaped lions, naked ladies on Main Street, check it out before you call dispatch.
But it sounded so...
So real, Foley? Explosions, smoke, screaming people? That's all.
It could have happened to anyone, Captain.
But it happened to you, Foley. So you check it out. We won't wait for the FCC.
But, sir, I'd really...
The watch sergeant has the kid's address and his real call letter, so you go see him. Tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
I'd like to see David Stratton, please. Police.
Come in. What's he done? I'm David's mother.
It's about his radio rig. I'd like you and Mr. Stratton there, too.
There is no Mr. Stratton. I've talked to him about it before, but I'm not here to watch him. I work all day. David's in here. He always promises, and then he breaks it. He's not really bad.
No?
In a 100-mile radius with your rig. I tell you, David, there are many people to talk to, but you must learn to speak Spanish to talk to my friends.
Carlos, I have to go now. K6XCG out.
That's quite a rig you've got there.
Yeah, I put it together myself. You from the FCC?
I'm Officer Foley from
The chopper! You're the pilot! I've heard you!
That's right.
You can really fly that thing. I watched you come down over the oil fields through my binoculars.
There's a penalty for false alarms.
I only wanted to see you fly. I hear you all the time. I know just where you are. You go on twice a watch for gas.
That ham radio license, that's a privilege given you. It can be taken away.
Officer, that's really all David has. He can't go to school. He hardly goes out of the house.
Mrs. Stratton, I'd like to speak with David alone if I could. We were over a serious accident when you broke in this morning. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but if they had been, and we hadn't been there to give alternate routes, somebody could have died waiting for that ambulance.
I heard Unit 62 and 58 get the call from dispatch, and the report said nobody was hurt. I wouldn't do anything that bad.
Good or bad, you're not to do it again. Ever. You know we'll have to report this. And the FCC has every right to take your license away.
Yes, sir. But I'm glad you came yourself. I'm glad to meet you.
Dave, why do you do it?
There's nobody to talk to. At night, I can usually get other hams. But daytime, it gets lonesome.
Yeah. Look, I grew up on a ranch. Wasn't anybody around for miles. So I know something about being lonely. Lots of times there wasn't anything to do but just dream. Usually about being a pilot, learning to fly planes. But David, the only way I got to be a pilot was to stop dreaming and come back to Earth. You have to stay in the real world, David, if you want to get the things you want.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you call me Gil? Mr. K6XEG.
He's only 12 years old, huh? That's right. What'd you do? What'd I do? What do you expect me to do? Serve him with a warrant? Hiya, bitch. Chopper 1 on duty. 8:45, Foley and Burdick.
Se quedaron llenos en el sur después de las lluvias durante la semana pasada y las nieblas continuaron al oeste. El pronóstico nacional para hoy, las lluvias se...
Pete, this is Charlie. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
They're coming out of the warehouse now. Full load.
How many guys?
Just 2. Guard next to the driver. Same as last time.
Is he armed?
Yeah, but we can take him. No sweat. Turning into Park Drive now, Pete.
Okay, let me know just before he hits the top of the hill. The timing has to be perfect.
Right. Coming up on you now.
Okay, the rehearsal's over now. The timing was perfect. I'll see you back at the motel.
Mom! Mom, can you come here?
What is it? What's wrong?
I heard these 2 men on the radio. Crooks. They're planning something.
Oh, David, I'm late for work. I've got to leave now.
They're real crooks, Mom, I could tell.
David, no more wild stories, please. You promised the officer. Have a nice day. I'll see you tonight.
I heard it. I really heard it. K6XEG to Chopper 1. K6XEG to Chopper 1. Come in, please.
Chopper 1 to K6XEG. David, get off the air.
Gil, I'm sorry. I really am, but I have to talk to you. Over.
Okay, you're gonna see me, but you got a lot to explain. Chopper 1 to K6XEG breaking off. Out.
I couldn't tell you over the radio. They could have heard me.
You broke a promise to me.
Please listen. Just listen.
It better be good.
I heard some crooks on the air.
You heard what?
Crooks. They were using walkie-talkies. It was a rehearsal of some kind. They're going to hold up a truck in a park someplace.
Oh, come on, David.
It's true.
And they broadcast all their plans to you, right?
I picked it up on the Citizens Band. Can't be very far away.
David, you've got to stop this. Look, I know you get lonely here. But the way you go about getting attention...
I wasn't trying to get attention. It really happened.
Then why didn't you phone it into the police?
They wouldn't have believed me. You're the only one who would believe me, Gil. At least I thought so.
That story? That's hard for anyone to believe.
I wrote down as much of it as I could remember. Here, read it.
Hey, Dave, if this is a hoax, not only are you in trouble, so am I.
It's no joke, Gil. I wouldn't get you in trouble.
A truck with a guard?
Rehearsal?
Yeah, some kind of a heist. He says he heard two men planning it.
And you believe him?
It sounds real enough.
Yeah, but he could have gotten language like that on any TV show.
I believe him.
What about you?
I wasn't there.
What do you think?
I think if Gil's sure, we should back him up.
Foley, how would I look if I called robbery out on this kind of thing?
Just suppose David isn't lying. Suppose there is some kind of a job going down. How would we look if we had this and ignored it?
I wish that kid would take up bird watching. Okay, it will monitor the area for walkie-talkie transmissions.
Thanks, Captain.
I hear someone's planning on stealing an elephant from the zoo.
Oh, yeah? Well, then you better tell Foley about that.
Why? Is he in charge of elephants?
Why, he's the new head of the rumor squad. Fucking for lieutenant, isn't that right, Foley?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What about Burdick?
Why, he's out looking for more rumors. Oh, yeah.
Hey, don't let him get you.
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks.
Forget it. He's a nice kid.
I always thought so. Anyway, thank you for being his friend. He needs one. I'll make some coffee.
That means they didn't hear anything again, right?
You should know. You probably had your ear glued to that speaker for days.
They'll be on the air again.
Yeah, only nobody official will hear it. They took the men off the detail, Dave. No one's listening anymore.
That means I'm a liar, right? I didn't make it up.
Hey, Dave. I don't think you made it up. Okay?
Okay.
Look, you can't expect constant surveillance on the uncorroborated testimony of a 12-year-old practical joker.
No, I can't.
Just got so many men, that's all.
Yeah, I know.
K6XEG to Chopper 1. K6XEG to Chopper 1, over.
This isn't funny anymore.
Chopper 1 to K6XEG. Go ahead.
K6XEG to Chopper 1. I've got them, Gil.
Come on.
Chopper 1 to K6XEG. Patch through.
They're on Park Drive. Guard's the same old guy. All set here. Get ready to move. We only got a minute to clean them out. Coming up to the top of the hill. Now. Here we go.
Chopper 1 to dispatch. Request all available units to Park Drive. Robbery in progress. Chopper 1 responding.
Hey, Pete! Pete!
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Move it!
What's the wires?
Okay, David. Now you've seen the copter up close, and we better get back inside and let Foley and Bertie get up in the air.
Can't I watch it from out here?
It gets kind of blowy, Dave.
Well, now, it wouldn't be blowy inside the cockpit, would it, Mitch?
No, it'll be smooth as silk in there.
Can I?
What do you say, Captain?
Regulations say no guests.
Captain, David's no guest. He's a witness. He needs to refresh his memory by having a look at the scene of the crime.
Go back to my office. I have a lot of work to do.
Goodbye, David. The department appreciates your help.
What does he mean, yes or no?
That means he doesn't want to know. Let's go for a ride.